On the end, I will do a Q&A if you still have a Q&A in the end, and I will do a little bit of a recap of last week, okay? Say hi, everybody. I'm so excited to be here on this Facebook mastermind, a group, so we can learn how we create a group, how we interact in the group, and how we duplicate having a group. So last week, we were talking about just the basic and fundamental how to open a group and be successful in it, right? And who's going to be the leader. This week, we're going to go more into how to search for the topics in a group and how we do a three-way chat. And this is where all things come together, because you now putting the people in the group and doing the ATM, right? You adding tag and you're doing the message. Now you need to learn the script, how to get them into the group and do a three-way chat. So I'm going to share my screen so that way you guys can see the PowerPoint. That the last time we couldn't see the PowerPoint, so thank to Mark to let us know that we were not seeing the PowerPoint. So let me share my screen with you guys. Okay, so can everybody see this screen? Can you just give me a hands up and just tell me that you can see this screen? Yes, good, awesome. All right then, so this is going to be about the fundamentals again about Facebook group. And the first thing that I want to talk about is how do you search and add people into the group? Just like last week, I'm going to be talking right now and just explaining to you, like, what do you need to do? And it won't make sense at first, but then I will take you to the group and show it to you all those things that I'm teaching you right now. So make some notes. So in case if you do have any questions, on the end, I will be helping you with the answers for those questions, okay? So 3 things that are gonna be basic to add on in what we talked about last week. So how do you search and how do you add to the group? They have a bar on the top, okay, close to the part of Facebook, and I'm going to show you a picture that comes up on the next slide as well, that you're going to put the name in there. Secondly, how do you search for a topic? Well, first, you need to know what is the need and the pain of your lead. So let's just say your lead is telling you, I wanted to lose weight. So you're going to go and search on the topic or search into the search bar. For example, you put the word weight loss and it will come up a testimonial of weight loss. That's when you're going to tag your lead into it. But first, you need to know their need and their pain. They're telling you they have thyroid problems. They're telling you they want a better hair. They want a skincare. Whatever they tell you they need, you need now to share their information by tagging them into the group and the appropriate information. Number 3 that I really want to talk about it, and you guys going to have some aha moments with this, is the 3-way calls and 3-way chats. Mostly I'm going to be talking about 3-way chats. I understand that a lot of you here are doing home meetings and you're doing a lot of 3-way calls, and I want you to keep doing what you're doing because it is working, right? What we're teaching here is for you to leverage what you're doing already. Let's just say you have a cancel meeting at the house, right? And now it's been 2 weeks that you have not talking to that many people. Well, you have your Facebook in front of you. You have internet in front of you. You have millions of people to talk to, thousands, hundreds, right? And this is a way for you to leverage and bring those people to the same information that you're going to do the home meeting. So once again, I want to emphasize this. This is going to be about duplication. You're teaching your team exactly how they need to get their information they need to advance. So let's go to the next slide. And this is the one that I took a picture, and I wish I had done this for the last PowerPoint and I didn't, but I wanted to do it for this one. So this is the group that I have. They're called Get Healthy with Team Heart. And I have a little arrows here to help you. So the first one that I want to tell you, Once you do the ATM, and I'm going to recap this, what is an ATM? Just in case if you have not been listening to the week 1 already. So ATM is you're going to add your lead into the group. 2, you're going to tag them into the welcome video. And 3, you want to message them, right? You want to talk to them and ask them, like, what did you like the best? Not what you think, because usually they'll answer that very well. You have to say, what do you like the best that you just saw? And so let me show you where you add your lead. It will be right here. If you can see my little icon moving, right? This says invite members. And you can put the name in here. Now, another thing that's really important for you to do is if you are not friends with the person that you wanted to add into the group, they will not be able to go into the group. You have to be friends with them first. And then you add them here. You can add them with an icon, okay? And also, can everybody still see me and everything okay? Can everybody like get out and let me know what's going on? Because I just got a message from Julie.
Yeah, I see that we're seeing you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep going and then she can see it later.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The rest? Okay, awesome. Thank you, Mark. Mark is always there for me. I love you.
It's beautiful. We love you too.
So let's keep going. So the invite members. You can invite the members by putting their name, and their name will just show up and you add them. Or you can put a little at their name and they will show up. Once they get into the group, you want to send them a message. And I'm going to show it to you the next slide, what you should be telling them as a message. The second thing that you want to do, you want to tag them into the welcome video. And secondly, to the product video and to the opportunity video. So the product video will probably be the ABC video, the skincare, the physique, and the opportunity video will be just the opportunity on the Zoom call. And this is for the leaders right now, the ones that's going to be leading the group, right? It can be, and you can have as many leaders as you want in a group. It's whoever wants to step up and actually be a leader. This is for you. You can schedule your posts up to 2 months. Yes. This is one of the aha moments, and you feel like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to post every day. I don't know if I can be that consistent. Well, if you have lots of posts, lots of testimonials already, you can schedule the posts for every day. If this is not an aha moment for you, I don't know what it is, but it was for me when I find out this particular trick in here. So you can schedule your posts up to 2 months. And this is what you do your lives. And it's great to go live in your group at least like once a week, giving value into the group. You don't have to talk about the products every time. You can actually talk about, 3 tips how to lose weight in 2 months. This is what I did. You can talk about, 3 ways to get your skin better by putting cold water in your face in the morning or drinking a glass of water. And then you can talk it to add on to this. We have this amazing skincare, and then you can show this skincare. So bringing value into the group, it's how you're going to keep the leads in the group because you're bringing them something they don't know. And this is where it is. So I was talking to you about testimonials, right? As we adding testimonials into the group, we wanted to make sure that we're going to be watching the topics, okay? And I'm going to show it to you why is that important. So topic is right here. If you can see I'm going to be moving so you know what I'm talking about right here. So I have my name because I'm the person posting. And you have this little teeny tag right here. When you click on this particular tag, you can add a topic. So what is a topic? Topics, what is the most people want to see when they get into your groups. So you have popular topics right here on the top. I'm going to be moving so you can see it. So popular topics. So I have 43 testimonials or posts on energy. A lot of people wants to know about energy. I have 28 testimonials or posts on NRF2. I have 27 posts on the little yellow pill. I have 25 posts and testimonies on sleep. So those are the things that people wants to see the most in your group. So whenever you already add them to the group, right, to the welcome video, to the product and the opportunity, the third step is going to be to follow up with them. Once you find out their needs and their pain, then you're going to go into the popular topics and be like, you know what? Nikki is talking about, she wants to lose weight. Let me go into the popular tops that say weight loss and the physique body transformation. And let me read some of those and see which one that relates to Nikki. Does that make sense what I'm saying? Is that an aha moment right now, right? Then the same thing is you have another friend, Mary. Mary's talking to you about energy. I have no energy. I have 5 kids, or, I'm getting older, like whatever it is, but she's telling you she has no energy, or she has posted on her Facebook she has no energy. Once you do the ATM, the third step is to go to the popular topics and find a testimonial on energy, something that will help Mary with energy. Somebody that's kind of close to her age, somebody that's kind of close into her story, so that way she can relate to that story, right? And then you follow up with them. Hey, Mary, I just tagged you on the post and the testimonial. We have a mom that you just posted, on the group, just saying that she had no energy and she has 3 kids. And I thought of you because I know that you have 4 kids and you say you have no energy. And look her results. Read that testimonial, last chat in 10 minutes. You see how that works? So you're just leveraging the group. You can use the same testimonial over and over and over again, right? Just the same way that you can use your welcome video and your products video and your opportunity video over and over and over again. That means duplication. What is the best part about this is in the group, whenever you tag someone into the group and you go like, oh man, I lost my list, or something happened on my computer and I lost my whole list that was in Excel. Guess what? You can still go to Facebook and go and check your welcome videos and your opportunity videos. The people that you have tagged, they're always going to be there, right? Unless Facebook shut down, then it won't be there anymore. This is why I love having my book list. And I think I told you guys last time, right? Of course, I'm building a new one every day. I build my list every day. I'm talking to at least 5 people every day, but so I had a lot of people. So I just want to tell you, make sure that you're building your list, right? So you can always go back into it. But did you see what I just talked about? Leverage, and I just talk about duplication. Whatever you do, your team will be able to do it, and you can use the same post over and over and over. Instead of you welcome people every day, instead of you talk about the product every day, now you have a professional area with professional videos that people can go there and look the information, and then you can have a 3-way chat with them, and then you can have a 3-way call with them, and then you can have a face-to-face with them, and then you can have FaceTime, you can have Zoom, you can have any way that you want to talk to them. It's going to be your choice. What do you feel most comfortable with, right? So I'll be teaching you the 3-way chat today, especially for those of you that are timid, that you're not out there, you don't like to talk on the phone, and this is going to be great for you. So let's get going. Let me show you the next slide. So this is the videos that's important to you that I shared the last time, which is your welcome video, your ABC video, your opportunity video, and then after that, we're going to have many other videos that's going to be in the group. And this is to leverage you. This is for you to follow up with them, right? Maybe they don't want the pretendum, but you know that they would like to have a better skin. So go back and follow up with them with another video. Maybe they don't want the skincare, but they're interested on the hair care, right? So go back and tag them in a hair care video. The fourth video here is for leverage. Is to have something to talk to them, a way of following up with them and giving an update. So the next one is, okay, so for next week, actually, but I'm going to the group too because I want to show you guys a little bit more. So the next week, I wanted to, okay, right here. Sorry, I think I had a slide there, not supposed to be there. It's supposed to be in the end, but it wasn't the beginning. So it's all good. So the three-way chat group. So this is what you wanted to do. So once you have ATM them, this is a great way for you to see how you can talk, because a lot of the people get stuck right here. They're like, oh yes, I add them to the group, but I have no idea what to say. Like, what do I say next? And sometimes they become a message, right? Sometimes they start talking about the product. They start talking about the opportunity. And then the message is getting longer and longer and longer and longer. And the people are not answering back to you because they're probably like, this person is crazy. They've been, writing a book into my chat, right? You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to be messenger. You're supposed to direct them into the information and not be the message. And I made that mistake in the beginning hundreds of times. So if you have done it, don't feel bad about it. It's completely fine. So let's go here. So the first thing that you wanted to do, once you ATM them, you know they're interested in the product, you're having a hard time closing them. This is when it comes to your leaders, right? To me, a leader is someone that's able to do a three-way chat. You can even be a pro one, but if you know how to do a three-way chat, you know how to talk about the product, you know how to ask the right question, you know how to close somebody, that's completely fine. I like to tell my team to find somebody they're actually experienced. They have done this a few times before, okay? So I would definitely recommend Mark, that he's a pro A. Imagine that, like he got a tons and tons of experience. He knows how to talk to someone on the phone, right? I would definitely recommend Julie because she's a pro 7. She knows what she's doing, use them. Like they want to hear from you. They want the three-way calls, they wanted to talk on the chat. And this is how you're going to help them and leverage them as well. So they're going to give you their story, and I'm giving you guys my story. But this can be changed, okay? You're just gonna put their story into it. The first thing you want to do is say, hey, Nikki, I'm so excited. I just told my friend / mentor, Guy Carter, about you. And she would love to get to know you better and share her story with you. I'm going to start a three-way chat so we can all chat at our convenience. So that's the key word, our convenience. I'm not asking them to do it like right now at this moment, because sometimes people are like, oh, I'm sorry, no, I can't do it. And they cancel everything. You don't want people canceling. You want to have the conversation going, okay? So once you send that message to the person, they're like, oh, she's going to open three-way chat. Whenever I have time, I'll get there. But guess what? The magic is whenever they respond, that's when the whole closing starts. Whenever they respond, that's when the whole closing starts. So that's what you want to do in your private message, just you and your lead, because you have to have that trust first. First, you build the trust, and then with your trust, you're going to pass it on that trust to your leader, because you're the one that have the credibility right now. But the third-party validation has the story they need to hear, right? They know what they're going to ask them next. So then what you're going to do is, you already told me, hey, I'm going to start a three-way Facebook chat. So you're not asking them for permission, like, hey, can I start a three-way chat? Guess what? They're going to tell you no. They're going to be like, no, I'm not interested right now, even though they already saw the information. They might even be interested, but they're hesitating. So for them not to hesitate, you have to send a message like this, okay? Hey, so excited. I just told my friend. I like to say the word friend because it's more close to it than just mentor. Because whenever you say the word mentor or business partners, they're already like, oh man, here you go. They're going to be selling me something that I don't want, and I might not even answer the three-way chat. When you said I told my friend, they feel more connected with you. Okay. So you just say, I just told my friend Guy Carter about you, and she would love to get to know you better and share her story with you. I'm going to start a three-way chat so we can all chat in our convenience, okay? So number two, step two is open a three-way chat. If you don't know how to do that, please let me know so I can teach you guys how to do this next week, okay? Because that's when you're going to wrap up everything. Oops. So it started by the introduction. It's really important to introduce somebody. Remember, whenever you meet somebody at the store or at the party, somebody edify you, right? Say, hey, this is my friend Di. She's amazing. She's a mom. Do you know what I mean? So you start talking about them, and everybody get together and all that kind of stuff. So this is kind of like the same way, but it's in the three-way chat. Or on the three-way call, it's the same thing. You're still going to have to edify the person, right, that you are introducing and introduce the new one, right? So this is how I do it. Step one, hey, Di, this is my friend Sally. She's a mom. She's an amazing nurse, and she has helped my father before, with this kind of medication, and I value her friendship, right? You got to make them feel good. Like, who does not like to feel good? I love when somebody make me a compliment. Just say, hey, you look so great today. Hey, you did amazing in your lives on Facebook. Hey, this and that, like whatever it is. Everybody loves compliments. So make sure that you compliment them. Don't just say, hey, this is my friend Sally, and that's it. Like, what is it about Sally that it's special? What is it about Sally that's great? You can even say, hey, this Sally, she's like one of my best friends, and I care so much about her. Like write something compelling into the person you introduce in them. So number two, you're going to write those two statements like close to each other, right? You say, hey, this is my friend Sally. Edify her, make her feel good, tell a little bit about them. And then secondly, it is your mentor or your friend, right? And I say, hey, Sally, this is my friend or my mentor Guy. She's 37 years old. She has two beautiful girls. She had great results with the products, and she's been in LifeVantage for over a year. I can't wait for you guys to learn more about each other and hear her story. So this is the part whenever you have a leader, right, that's going to be working with you and doing this three-way chats or three-way calls, you need to know their story. And you need to save this story somewhere in your phone, in Facebook, in your notebooks, the Evernote, like anywhere. But you need to save this because you're going to be using this over and over and over. The more three-way chats you have, the more conversation you're going to have going, which means the more closing you're going to have, which means it's easier to make follow-ups. Another tip is, whenever you have someone on a follow-up, make sure to put in your notes, right? Like get in your notes, put it right there. I have a three-way chat with Sally. So Sally, she's added to the group. Number two, she's in a three-way chat with Mark. Just give an example, okay? So you know where is your leads are and where they need to go next. You can add in there, I already add her into a testimonial. She already watched the ABC video and the opportunity video. What is next? What else does she need? Always figure it out what they need next so we can close them. It takes about 5 to 12 exposure for them to be able to get more interested, right? And then comes also your attitude, your willingness to be able to share with them, because people want to know, are they going to do this thing for just 2 months, or are they really serious about this? And if they see you following up with them every month, they're like, wow, this is serious. This is a business. And I'm interested because she's been doing it for a long time. So she must be, making some extra income already. She must have an amazing community. She must have great leaders. So I'm going to ask her more questions. The only way is if you are prospecting, right? If you are doing the ATM, you are doing the three-way chats, and you are following up with them. Those are the three things that you need. Three things, right? It doesn't matter if you're offline or on the internet, home meetings or Facebook, it's still the same thing. Let's go to the next one. We got 3 more slides to go. So how to share via Facebook chat, okay? After you do your ATM, that what I just talked to you about, the next step is sometimes you add them to the group and they tell you, oh, I didn't see anything. I didn't see a notification, or do you know what I mean? Or they're just busy. Like, people are busy nowadays, right? You're a mom, you're a grandpa, you work 40 hours a week, and sometimes you just miss, that notification on Facebook, especially if you have like more than 50 notifications a day. Woo, man, like you definitely can miss somebody's. So then you're going to send them another chat just saying, hello, Nikki, I already have added you to the group. Here is the link. The next step is people like to, it's kind of weird when I'm like the next step is, but let me tell you, people like directions. So whenever you give them direction, they will follow, okay? So if you say next step is to accept and watch the welcome video then you put the link of your group. So here is a way of putting the name of the link. It's www.facebook.com/groups/the name of the group. My case is I Get Healthy with Team Heart, correct? But in your case, if you're making a brand new group, then you have to put the name right there. And I wanted to emphasize this. It's not a good idea for everyone to make a group. The whole point is community, right? The whole point is to have enough distributors in a one group supporting each other and answering the questions. So if everybody goes out there and making their own group, do you think it would be more effective to have 200 people in one group, or do you think it would be more effective to have more than 1,000 people in the group? So I want you to think that way as well. Use the group as your a next step of closing your leads. Just see it that way. So if you have a strong group of like 1,000 people, 2,000 people, 3,000 people, people will now be like, wow, we got 3,000 people here in this group that want to know more about it, right? I would say anytime you go over 500 people in a group, people already get interested. But if you only have 50, 100, it gets hard, right? This is when everyone needs to be adding into the group. Like if each person is adding 100 people, let's just say 10 people added 100 people doing the ATM, that's 1,000 people right there, just ready to go through the whole process on following up. So the next one, I'm just teaching you just 2 ways how to share the group link. And you can use the FB me / the name of the group, go straight into the group, or you can use the longer version, what is the www.facebook.com/group/ the name of the group. You can also use the FB me / your name, that's me, your Facebook link. You didn't know that. It's not an aha moment that I didn't know. So mine is like FB me / Coach Di Carter. And then it takes you straight into my Facebook. Yeah, just one more slide. I believe this is the last one. So for next week, I wanted to do a lot of Q&A because I'm sure you do have a lot of questions, and especially if you have not started your group yet, especially if you have not done the welcome video yet, if you don't have the opportunity video, or if you don't have the other videos that we need to be able to add people into the group so they can start seeing the physique, the skincare line, the hair care line, the tandem, Axio, right? All those things. So that's important for them to know. And then we're going to do a little bit recap. If you still don't understand the system of Facebook group, please let Mark know or Julie know. I would love to be able to explain it to you guys again. even if it's just like a one-on-one really quick for a couple minutes. But the recap here is important because without the ATM and without the follow-up system, you can't close them. Like, what is the point to add them to the group if you don't have in your mind to put in a three-way chat or three-way call to close them? The whole point of them going into the group, that way you can grow your business, you can get more customers, you can get a new distributor, and it's easy and simple. Whenever you add in your friends into this, you're like, wow, that was so easy. I add them to the group, I share them some information, then I follow up with them. And their mind is like, I can definitely do that. It's like 1, 2, 3. Like 1, 2, 3, literally what it is. 1, 2, 3. Add them to the group, you tag them, follow up with them. You know, and they close. So I'm going to have a little bit of homework for the leaders and for the team. If you already have the group, okay, I want you to concentrate at least minimum, bare minimum, to do 1 ATM every day. Just one, which means it's 30 ATM in the whole month. Like, we do challenges all the time of like 150 a month. But this is a whole new thing. It's brand new to you. So I don't want it to overwhelm you by any means. And I believe the group is still going to be opening up still. It's still not ready to go because Mark said that he hasn't done the welcome video yet because it's been busy traveling, doing a lot of home meetings, I'm sure, and LVA as well. So this is going to be my homework for the team. Is going to be learning about the ATM. Going to start to doing the ATM as soon as we have the welcome video up. And for the leaders is to make sure that we get together and we put the appropriate videos into the group to support the team, and we can have an amazing duplication. So this is it. This meeting was awesome because we were in 30 minutes this time instead of 1 hour. It's exactly what I had in mind, and it worked. So I'm going to open up the line if you do have any questions, and let Mark say something first about the group so I can help him to be able to help everybody else. And I'm not sure if all the people are making their own groups as well, or if this is going to be everybody together. So go ahead and mute yourself, Mark.
Yeah, thank you, Di, for that. Just to follow up on that, everyone should know, Krista and I was in LBA Cleveland and just got back on Sunday. And so we've not yet had a chance to put together that welcome video for the Facebook group. And that is going to be Lifetree Health Network. That will be the primary prospecting page. Those of you know that we've had a Lifetree Transformational Business page. That is being converted over to a strictly science page as a resource for people who have given you pushback about the business or the opportunity. They still want the products. So that transformation is happening as we speak. I want to thank Colonel Jerry Whistler for facilitating that process. He's amazing. And actually, he turned over his personal Facebook page to allow us to do what Di has been coaching us through here the last couple of weeks, and creating a central prospecting page for both products and business opportunity. So again, right now we have 3 Facebook groups. One is Team Lifetree, and that is our distributor page only. And so we're not going to do any prospecting on Team Lifetree. The coaching, the team calls, any kind of distributor training, that's where you'll find that. And so please don't add your prospects to Team Lifetree. The second page,
no customers on there,
and no
just
customers,
distributors.
right?
Yep.
Good job.
And so your prospects are going to go again on Lifetree Health Network. That is going to be the primary page, and that's where we're trying to generate this social proof that Di is talking about. A lot of us have had individual pages, and there's a lot to be said for validation from 1,000 people, right? All kind of saying the same thing and giving validation. And there are people that Lisa can talk to as a software expert, having done software development for years and years and years there in Silicon Valley, that I can't resonate with. They don't hear me. There are people from the medical profession as a practitioner that Jerry Colonel Whistler will be able to talk to that can't even hear me as a former missionary. And so that's the purpose of that. So first of all, apologies for not having the welcome video up yet. We will have that within the next 24 hours. And we'll also have the About section that Di has done such a wonderful job on her page. We're going to populate that section of the Lifetree Health Network page
Tell them what's
as well.
populated.
But I'll have to say this. If you guys haven't seen that Facebook group yet, you need to go over and check it out. Jerry has done an amazing job, both with files and announcements and with just posts. And those of you that have been around know, and everybody that's on this call knows that. The reason you're on this call is because you were hand-selected as people who have demonstrated a desire to do your part. And you were the first people we thought of. So as we perfect this process and are able to take what Di has been synthesizing for us and training us on, we want us to be the trainers and the coaches for our team as well. So all that to say, Di, thank you so much for your investment in our mission. We know we're all on the same team, really, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we're doing this for bigger purposes than just even ourselves and our families. These have consequences even into eternity. So we're grateful for you, sister.
You're so kind, Di, to give us this time and your commitment, and we're super grateful as leaders and super grateful as a team. So thank you. And I do have to say thank you to Julie as well. Julie has done a ton of coordination for this, you guys, and also she's doing a lot of posting on the Team Lifetree, the distributor page, on just incredible information and announcements and keeping the calls up. And I just don't know where we'd be right now without Julie and Jerry with what they're doing to offer leadership to our whole team. So we're really grateful for everyone that's on here and helping to make this happen.
There was one question, Di, from Lisa about the FB/me link. So if our Facebook group name is Team Lifetree Health Network, how does that work? Do we need to use an underscore for the spaces in there, or we just string all that together? What is that URL actually going to look like?
It just put exactly the name they have in there. If it is separated, I believe they will be separated too. What we can do is we can go into the private chat. You send it to me, your link. I would love to be able to get into the group so I can actually check in and I can teach you all of the things that you need to know in the group as well. How to do a setting. So who can post in a group, who can, and then that's where you can see your URL. And sometimes the URL will be different from the title because somebody else has changed it already.
Okay.
So that's important to know because for me, I have a page that says Get Healthy with Team Heart, and my URL is just Team Heart. So I have to go in and then kind of look at it.
That is a great point. We will sort that out because Jerry did have an initial group called Biohacking Health Network, and I think Jerry has just waved his magic wand to bring you into that group as well.
Yeah.
So
and I don't know if Jerry knows about Bitly, like bit.ly. If you know that, you can make a link to your group from that. So if the name of your group is too long and you just want to have like, Bitly, bit.ly/biohack. It's a really short link, but then it takes you straight into your group and you can track it, like where is this leads coming from. So I think it's Lisa. She just said something. She just waved it like, oh, I know what you're talking about. So if you have someone in your team that know how to do certain things, like use their gifts. Like we all have different gifts in here. And that's the whole purpose of having a group so that each person can bring something different to make the group strong. Make the group strong, make everybody come together. You have different story. Make sure to write your own testimonials with a nice picture. The visual of your group, it's very important. Most people look straight into the visual and then into the message. So visual and then the message. And whenever you start posting into the group, I'm just going to go into just a couple more things. Make sure that you have at least 4 hours from the next post. And that's because of Facebook algorithm. If you put one post after the next, after the next, after the next one, nobody can see the first post that you posted in there. So 1 post a day, I think, is the best way to go. 2 max, except if you have customers. You wanted to also starting welcoming your customer into the group because you wanted the people to feel like they're missing out. So that's really important. That's another aha moment too, is that like, okay, I'm gonna add my customers into the group, make them feel special, like make a welcome post for them and post it in there. They're thinking about doing like, oh man, this group here is putting like 30, 40, 50 customers in a month, or putting 10 customers in a month. Like what, if they were buying it, what am I missing, right? They're going to be asking somebody more questions about the products too. So, and I can show you to you at Get Healthy with Team Heart. Another point, on my group, we had at most 1,700 people, and 700 people has been deleted into the group. And this is because they don't have no interaction into the group. So what you want to do is, whoever is adding your own leads, make sure that you are welcome them into the group. Make sure that you're tagging them at least once a month, right? Having the conversation with them. If Facebook sees that the person has been adding to the group and it's been like a whole year without talking to them, they're going to delete that person from the group. So this is what happens to me. And this is something brand new, just literally like fresh from the oven. This just happens with Facebook like about a week ago.
We just noticed that in 2 of our groups within the last 48 hours. So
there you go. There you go. So now I'm explaining to you exactly what happened. So it's important not just to add to the group, but also keep following up with them. And everyone that adds your own leads, you're responsible for your leads, right? Like if you're adding 300 people, then just know that you have 300 people to follow up with. How amazing is that to know that you have 300 people to follow up with? That's 300 people that you can close.
right.
So that's it.
Di, you're awesome. Julie, do you have anything?
I just have a great big thank you from the bottom of my heart, Di. You're amazing, and so appreciate your expertise and your great heart to reach out and make a difference. So I'm so glad that we're all in the same LifeVantage family. So thank you so much.
Yes.
And thank you everybody for joining us. So, okay, that's it.
All right. See you guys next week.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, let me just real quick, Christy, I did see your chat question. Let's do this. Let's just practice adding and conducting a Facebook Messenger chat just with maybe you and Krista and Julie and I, and we'll just we'll practice on that. How's that?
That sounds
Okay.
great. And Di, sometimes you do a live chat, don't you?
Yes, I do FaceTime. But I tell everyone on the team, it's no point of doing a 3-way chat, a call, or FaceTime if they have not watched the ABC video or the opportunity video. Because what are we going to talk about? Right? I'm not trying to convince them, and I'm not trying to be the message. I'm trying to share more information and figure it out, like what got them interested. So when I get to the phone with them and I say, hey, Sally, I'm so excited that I got to meet you. Thank you so much for introducing me, blah, 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 blah. One of my first questions that I ask them is, what got you interested? And shut up, let them talk, and it's not being me or anything like that, because I'm not a mean person. But the truth is that, like, stop talking. Because you stop talking, they're going to tell you, their pain and their needs. They're going to tell you, oh, I love because I saw, it's great for diabetic people, and I have an aunt that have diabetes. And then you're like, boom, now you're going to talk about what? Diabetes. Like, let them talk. I wanted to lose weight. Like, have you want to lose weight for 2 years? My next question is, what's your goals? Not tell them, oh, have you heard about my story? I have lost 50 pounds of this. And have you heard about so-and-so story? No, it's about them. What's your goals? That's the second question. How can I help you get what you want? It's all about them. Make them feel good all the time. So the three-way chat works the same way as well.
All right. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, everyone.